6:32 now, Tuesday. 17th Lori Lizarraga brought our viewers a story about Kern's sober reality. The question that kept coming up was, does the punishment fit the crime? If a driver's under the influence and kills someone else in a crash, are they being let off too easy? Lori has some answers to those questions.
It's unbelievable, how many people we prosecute for this offense who are repeat offenders, and certainly a big part of that is the fact that they were not punished very severely, to begin with.
It's been a debate for decades. When it comes to the crime of killing someone in a DUI collision, does the punishment fit the crime?
There are some strange things with the way that our law is.
If you want to understand how punishments are assigned, you need only look at California law. A person driving under the influence has to get caught doing it 4 times before it's considered a felony.
It's a pass. They get a pass, they get a pass, and they get another pass. And pretty soon, those passes end up taking somebody's life.
Another thing you need to know, vehicular homicide isn't charged as first-degree murder. There's no intent. Often, it's not even murder in the second degree. Someone who kills another person while driving under the influence is charged with manslaughter. That's an important differentiation because the charge changes the punishment drastically. Under Penal Code 191.5, the amount of prison time a person faces for killing someone while driving under the influence with simple negligence ranges from 2 to 6 years.
You have to step back and wonder, is our legislature really paying attention? Because no, this crime is not punished as it should be, and we're seeing the consequences of that.
Take, for example, the case of Gabby Soto, a mother, a teacher, and 7 months pregnant with a baby girl. Last June in Shafter, Soto was hit head-on by 23-year-old John Sebastian Hernandez. Prosecutors say at the time of the crash, Hernandez was high on marijuana. He was charged with manslaughter, not murder, and sentenced to 2 years in prison.
I am not happy with the sentencing today, even though, unfortunately, the maximum would have been 4 years. I think it's really disappointing that in our state, the laws for DUI drivers that kill other people is so lenient, and it needs to be changed. That's the bottom line.
Or the case of Scott DeMunich, a chemistry teacher at Arvin High for nearly 20 years. In December, 26-year-old Kylie Sluter drifted into the wrong lane and struck DeMunich's vehicle head-on. Sluter was high on meth and charged with gross vehicular manslaughter, not murder. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
I ask myself every day why God spared me, not him. I don't think I'll ever stop asking myself that same question.
Neither Hernandez or Sluter had ever been caught driving under the influence before. Both are in their 20s, and Sluter has a daughter. So the other side of the coin is this. Is it better to lose 2 lives, one to the accident and one to prison? Or does a first offender deserve a second chance?
And I think what the judge is basically giving him is an opportunity to turn his life around.
Lori Lizarraga, 17 News.